Face everything and then rise. I took some chances at life. Lucky 7 when I rolled the dice. Thanking God cause I came out alive. Overthinking, I'm trapped in my mind.
But we're here to discuss literally an hour ago. The NFL 100 just concluded. The NFL top 100 players of 2022 just concluded. So we want to talk about that. And I think we should get right into it because it's starting at the top of the list. The fullback from the, I don't even know how to say his last name, so I'm not going to butcher that. But the fullback from the 49ers, he was the first pick, but I thought interestingly enough, Kirk Cousins was 99. And I thought that was a little too low. A little too high for Kirk Cousins. Considering, let's see.
I'm not going to lie to you. I think that's about right for Kirk. I'm not going to hold you.
Let me see. All right, keep it up. You know what? You might be right.
Man, he's rated just right.
Yeah, okay, so I initially thought it was a little low for Kirk Cousins. 99, I thought he was better than the 99th player in the league. He's coming off a season where he threw 33 touchdowns, 7 picks. He had a passer rating of 103.1. But his QBR was 52.
Come on, man.
Okay, and 52 is 2 points above the average.
Come on.
So maybe I was wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe I was wrong. Okay, so Kirk Cousins coming in at 99. The next one I want to talk about, Odell Beckham Jr. was 90 and CeeDee Lamb was 95. Now, Odell Beckham Jr. spent the first half of his season in purgatory.
Thanks.
Okay, and he was able to shine in Los Angeles with the Rams. Do you think that Odell Beckham Jr. should have been rated higher than CeeDee Lamb?
No. I think CeeDee Lamb had a really good season. He dropped the ball. He has bad hands. You feel me?
But he made spectacular catches.
You can't put Odell right now above CD. You just can't do that right now.
If we're talking about, if we're just basing it off of the performance of last season, there is no way that you can put Odell Beckham Jr. above CeeDee Lamb.
Maybe because how he performed in the playoffs in that Super Bowl before he got hurt. Maybe that has something to do with it.
And this is the top 100 players of 2022, which means it's the top 100 players of this upcoming season. Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be out for almost half the season with the ACL tear, which happened very late. The latest it could possibly happen in the Super Bowl.
He's probably going to miss the first 6 to 8 weeks.
So there's no way I could put CeeDee Lamb above, there's no way I could put Odell Beckham Jr. above CeeDee Lamb. Even though I think when healthy, CeeDee Lamb is the better. Odell Beckham Jr. is the better receiver.
Nah, for sure.
Definitely, he's the better receiver when healthy. But there's no way that you can put based off of last season that Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, CD's body of work was better than Odell's last season.
Definitely. Another one. At 85, we got Mac Jones.
At 85. What'd you say?
And Mac I trust. Okay.
What'd you say?
I do have a problem with Mac Jones being 85. I thought Mac Jones and Kirk Cousins should have switched positions. I think Kirk Cousins should be somewhere in the mid-80s. And Mac Jones should be in the lower 90s. I thought Mac Jones had a great rookie season. I thought he was rookie of the year most of the year until Jamar Chase went and snatched it from him. But Mac Jones, it was a lot to be desired from Mac Jones. You could say he didn't have the weapons. You could say there was a lot of stuff you could say about Mac Jones, but
definitely that's a big part. Compare what Mac Jones is throwing to what
Kirk Cousins has. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook in the back. Adam Thielen is a problem. He's a number 2 receiver. He could easily be a number 1 anywhere. So for Kirk Cousins to have those 3 Forget Kirk Cousins. If Bill Belichick and the Patriots had Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and Dalvin Cook,
y'all be real content.
we'd be real happy right now. Okay.
He did play 16 games.
So
he had
another one is I don't have a problem with Tyrann Mathieu.
76 tackles. 2 tackles for loss.
I might have a problem with the Honey Badger being ranked 70.
I think he should at least be in the top.
I think he's the top. I think he's a top 50 player in the league. I think he's a top 50 player. Was he healthy last year?
The first game against the Chiefs.
Yeah. I think I wouldn't have had a problem if Tyrann Mathieu was about 50 to 55.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have a problem with that. I think he was rated a little too low.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me see.
People always underestimate Tyrann Mathieu. That's been, his whole career. So. And I still believe he's the best safety in the league.
The best safety in the league over Minka.
Yeah, I'm taking Tyrann
over Justin Simmons.
Yeah.
Over.
I know you about to say
who? Who was it?
You gonna say Derwin?
I'm about to say over Derwin James.
Nah, I'm taking Derwin.
I'm taking Derwin James. Well, here's the problem with Derwin James. Derwin James is not healthy ever.
Right.
He's played 2 seasons in which he's played the full season, and he was first team All-Pro both seasons. One of those seasons was his rookie year.
Yeah.
So when he's on the field, he's the best safety in the league. But with Derwin James, I don't want to see him end up like Bob Sanders.
Yeah.
When Bob Sanders, I think it was some said where if Bob Sanders played more than 12 games, he was first team All-Pro. But he could never play more than 12 games.
When Derwin James is healthy, bro,
he's the best safety in the league, and that Chargers team is going to be a problem.
And he's top 10 in the league.
That Chargers team is going to be a problem. I keep feeling this where it begins. Ooh, shit. The Chargers team is going to be a problem.
Let's see if Justin Herbert,
if you think I trusted Mac, I for sure trusted Justin. He's nice.
See, man.
He's nice.
No, definitely.
He's nice.
Top 10 quarterback.
When in 5 years they're gonna be talking about Lamar, Patrick, Herbert, Burrow. They're gonna be the 4 niggas.
We're not gonna be talking about Burrow.
They're for sure gonna be talking about Burrow in about 4 years.
Nah.
They're gonna be talking about Burrow more than Lamar.
Overrated.
They're gonna be talking about Burrow more than Lamar.
Joe Burrow is the most overrated QB in the entire NFL, and that's a fact.
Are you only saying that because he's in your division and he whooped on y'all twice last year?
He whooped on us because we had so many injuries. We had like 30 players on IR. You supposed to win. What are you talking about?
So,
you supposed to win. Shout out to the Bengals. They took advantage of an injured AFC. That's what you're supposed to do. You feel me? Shout out to them, but they won't make the playoffs this season. Guaranteed. 7-10, that's their record. The Bengals won't make the playoffs.
We gonna find out. But yeah, I think the best safety in the league definitely is Derwin James right now. But he has to remain healthy. Another one I want to touch on is Alvin Kamara. He's at 51. Alvin Kamara, I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I seen the footage. Alvin Kamara is top 30.
Definitely.
Maybe top 20. Maybe top 20. You might be pushing it, but if you told me he was the 25 or 26 best player, nobody would have batted an eye. Alvin Kamara is him.
How many games? But he was hurt last season too.
I don't care.
I mean, that's how they ranking people. You feel me? You can't. That's why Lamar is ranked at 36. Because he missed 6 games.
Alvin Kamara is a problem.
No, definitely.
Okay, he's the only running back that I would consistently rank a top 5 running back to never have a 1,000-yard season. I don't think Alvin Kamara is ever going to have a 1,000-yard season.
They're not going to put him above somebody who has played the majority of the season. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see you on that one. But, yeah, 51 is crazy.
No, 51 is definitely insane, but health is definitely a factor.
Derwin James is number 43. Do you want to rant on Lamar being at 36?
Okay. I see why they put him at 36 because he missed a big part of the season.
5 games. He missed Really 6 games.
Really 6 games because he only
'Cause-
played a series in that Browns game.
Yeah.
So I'm not counting that. They could count that. I'm not counting
11 games, so he missed.
I'm not counting that.
He played 11 games, so he missed 6 games.
That's a lot. That's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time.
So I feel like if he played the whole season, Ravens would have been in the playoffs.
Don't say nothing crazy. Don't say nothing
Hey,
crazy.
I think we could have won a game.
Okay.
feel me?
Okay.
Won a wild card. He probably would have got bounced in the divisional. You want to know what? We was 8-3 when he got hurt.
If Lamar gets hurt, if Lamar stays healthy, I think you guys probably lose in the divisional. And that's only because there was no. Who's running back that was hurt?
We was missing J.K.
J.J. Dobbins. You was missing Marcus Peters. You was missing Gus Edwards.
Marlon Humphrey tore his rotator cuff.
So I think because of those injuries, I think you probably could have made the playoffs. And the beauty about the NFL is anything can happen.
Definitely.
So, because if you look at 07, nobody expected those Giants to make the Super Bowl. Nobody expected
At
it.
all.
In fact, they had to win like 6 straight to get in the playoffs. So
Hey, they got hot.
And I specifically in 2007, before the playoffs started, I thought it was going to be Patriots Cowboys in the Super Bowl, which would have shattered TV records.
Yeah.
It would have shattered TV records. You got Tom Brady, you got Randy Moss, you got 16-0 versus the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys was 13-3 that year.
Yeah.
13-3, the number 1 seed. They got the first round bye. They lost to the Giants in the divisional. It was Giants Packers NFC Championship. Packers lose on the last minute of the game.
Of course.
Yeah. So coming into the playoffs, I thought it was going to be Patriots Cowboys Super Bowl. Then we get to the championship Sunday, and I'm thinking it's gonna be Patriots Packers. I'm thinking Favre Brady. I'm thinking Brady gonna send him into retirement, brother. We gonna send you down your merry old way, brother. Don't even worry. We finna get these 17-0 shirts, or these 18-0 shirts.
Perfect season.
Perfect season. 19-0, bruh. I remember I was reading an article in Sports Center. And they had all the African children in the 19-0 shirts because they printed them. They printed them. They exist. You can go on eBay and probably find you a Patriots 19-0 Super Bowl shirt.
You want one?
They had donated. Oh man, I gotta get me one of them, bro.
We need to get you one.
Yeah, they had donated all the shirts to the kids, man. All the Brazilian kids, man. They was dripped and drowned up in perfect season. Perfect season. It wasn't no perfect season, brother.
Definitely. That one hurt.
It's somebody in a foreign country that's never heard of American football. Like, yo, the Patriots the greatest team of all time.
I feel bad for Randy Moss though.
Yeah. If Randy Moss, I was watching the NFL Top 10, and they said they were talking about the top 10 teams of all time. I don't know, it might have been NFL top 100 teams of all time, and the Patriots were still number 7. They were like number 7 on the list, I think, or they were like maybe 5th.
That was a hell of a team,
bruh. If the Patriots win that Super Bowl,
they go down top 3.
Tom Brady is
the greatest.
I don't think. No. They go down as undoubtedly the greatest team of all time, better than that '72 Dolphin team.
Definitely.
And I think Tom Brady is retired.
You're right.
I don't think Tom Brady would trade 2 Super Bowls for that one.
That one hurt.
Yeah, he's a 7-time champion. I think he'd rather be a 6-time champion, but have a 19-0 season on him.
He still got the jury on both.
I think he'd probably be a 5-time champion and have 19-0 because you would still have more than Joe Montana. You would have the same amount as Charles Haley, but
7 rings is crazy.
But seven rings is crazy. But to say, look, I was a 5-time champion, 3-time MVP. I got an undefeated season. I got a unanimous MVP season.
That's wild.
He would go down as greatest. I think he'd be retired, but
I mean, either way, he's still the GOAT.
He's still the GOAT.
At the end of the day.
Best, I would say best young receiver, because Justin Jefferson is how old? 23, 24? 23.
But he's top 5, period. And in the receiver position, he's top 5.
Justin Jefferson is top 5. Arguably, well, not arguably, hands down the best rookie receiver. Jamar Chase was at 24.
Hold on. This got me hot. I ain't gonna hold you.
Why is it?
Mark Andrews.
32.
32, bro.
If you're about to tell me he played better than Jamar Chase, you're mentally ill.
I'm not going to say that, but I think he should be in the top 20 for sure.
I wouldn't say top 20.
Definitely
not top 20. He's not top 20. He's not top 20. He's lucky to be where he at.
He was the best tight end. He was the best tight end last season.
I would put Mark Andrews. See, I almost called him a scrub.
That's disrespectful. Look at the stats.
What he had, 1,300 on?
Yeah.
He was cool.
He was more than cool.
He was cool.
More than cool.
He was cool. They had nobody else to throw to. He was cool.
Stats is better than Travis Kelce's. Should be above Travis if we going by what you done for me lately.
I think Mark Andrews should have been like 28, 20, 26, 25.
Top 20, bro.
Jamar Chase at 24, but this is a problem I have. Why is he here? Trayvon Diggs is the 23rd best player in the league according to the players.
Bro.
Trayvon Diggs is the 23rd best player in the league according to the players. Yes, he did lead the league in interceptions, but he also led the league in receiving yards.
Oh, he be getting routed up.
Tossed around. Anybody that has a double move in a route package is going to scorch him.
Yes.
He is... I do not have any clue how they voted him. He is a converted wide. Nick Saban had him at receiver. Or no, he went to Nick Saban as a receiver and he moved him to cornerback, which is great. He made his name as cornerback. But Trayvon Diggs is horribly overrated.
He's terrible.
He's horribly overrated.
He's terrible.
He's horribly overrated. I don't know why they voted him the 23rd best player. What do you think about George Kittle being rated higher than Mark Andrews?
If I have a problem with Travis being rated above him, you know I got a problem with George Kittle.
All right, so I'm going to just be real with you. There's no troll when I say this. Let me look at this.
If we go on by career, they've had the better career. But we're talking about what happened last season. Last season, Mark Andrews was the best tight end in football. And that's a fact. Look at the numbers.
George Kittle had 900 yards, but he was coming off an injury. Remember, he didn't play like the first.
He still wasn't going to have what Mark had.
He only played 14 games, so he missed 3 games. He could have easily... he could have caught up. I'm going to use your excuse. You remember how you say they ain't got no weapons? George Kittle catching passes from Jimmy Garoppolo.
What does that mean?
What you mean what that mean? You think George Kittle would be better if he was catching passes from Lamar Jackson?
Why you put me in that?
Would you think George Kittle would be better if he was catching passes from Lamar Jackson?
But
let me
a lot of
add
that
this.
season he'll be catching passes from Tyler Huntley. I'm not a big Tyler.
Let me add this to the equation. George Kittle is a much better blocker than what Mark Andrews is.
I don't know, bro.
Mark Andrews
I don't
is a
know,
good blocker.
bro. He's a great blocker. We not finna do this to Mark Andrews, bro, because he already don't get the respect that he deserves. Mark Andrews is the best tight end in football, and that's how we're gonna leave it. You feel me? Mark Andrews,
Bro, so you telling me he's a better blocker than George Kittle?
Yes. Shout out to Mark Andrews, man.
Hey man, shout out to Mark Andrews. We get into the top 20. We got J.C. Jackson, Deebo Samuel, Shaquille Leonard. He wants to go by Shaquille now, not Darius Leonard. We got Justin Jefferson, Micah Parsons, Rookie of the Year. Tyreek Hill, Trent Williams, Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, Myles Garrett. That's 20 through 11. Any problems with that?
Josh Allen should be top 10.
I feel like Josh Allen should definitely be top 10.
Even though it's not that far off, but Josh Allen is a problem.
I think Josh Allen should definitely be top 10. I think she should be... I think the ratings change if that playoff game versus Kansas City turns out differently.
That overtime rule is so trash, bro.
There's no blame you can put on Josh Allen. I thought he had a perfect postseason.
He played amazing. The defense fucked that.
They get to the Super Bowl, I think Joe Flacco gets dethroned as the greatest postseason run ever.
Hey, Joe cool.
I think Joe Flacco gets dethroned as if they go to the Super Bowl and they win that, I think Joe Flacco, he loses his only career achievement. He got 2 career achievements in my eyes. He got the postseason, and he got that contract. That contract, when he got paid, he got paid.
Nah, for real.
He set the market.
And then he didn't do shit after
He set the market because I know 2 years after that contract he got paid, they was in the in the negotiation room, other quarterbacks. They was like, nigga, y'all see what Joe Flacco got?
Facts. I would do the same.
No way you can pay me this.
Yeah.
I got to get paid double.
Yeah.
Got to.
Facts.
Got to be more careful. You got to give me double. I'm sorry.
As soon as Joe got paid,
he
didn't give a fuck no more.
It was done.
It was a wrap.
It was done for that. No more Ed Reed. No more Ray Lewis. Ray was in rebuild. They was in rebuild. They was just waiting for Lamar. They saw him in high school. They said, "Look, we just gonna wait till he come down."
Hey, for real.
We just gonna wait till he come down. So now we got the top 10.
We got 1 minute left.
Okay. Out of the top 10, who would you remove?
Who would I remove from the top 10 out of the top 10? And this is only because. Okay. Out of the top 10, I would probably remove.
You can't feel bad. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I'd probably have to remove Jonathan Taylor.
I would do the same. They got him.
And I'm only gonna remove move him out of the top 10 to put him at 11. I'm not gonna throw him all the way down there. That's tough.
Because there's no way in hell
That is
Allen,
tough.
he should be above Josh Allen, bro. Josh Allen is top 10 for sure.
That is tough. You know what? It won't be Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor's not the person I'm moving out the top 10. I'll probably take Travis Kelce out of the top 10.
You better than me.
I'll probably take Travis Kelce at the top 10. And I'm going to put Travis Kelce at that 12-11 spot.
Nah, you right. He shouldn't be in the top 10. You right. You feel me? Because he wasn't even the best tight end. You know? So, yeah, you're right.
I would probably trade Travis Kelce with either Myles Garrett or Josh Allen. And I'm leaning towards Josh Allen. I would probably trade Travis Kelce for Josh Allen. I put Josh Allen in the top 10. Take Travis Kelce out.
Josh Allen and Myles Garrett should both be in the top 10.
Definitely. But I have no problem taking out Jonathan Taylor, putting him in that 10-11 range, or like in that 9-10 range, and then putting Josh Allen at like 7, 8. I can definitely put him at 8. But Travis Kelce, Jalen Ramsey, Patrick Mahomes, Devontae Adams, T.J. Watt, Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Donald, Tom Brady. That is the top 10 in order. I would say that I think this is a pretty good top 10. I think the order gets a little messed up.
There's no way. I'm not gonna say it like that because Tom Brady is the GOAT, but he shouldn't be ahead of Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is the best player in football.
I thought Aaron Donald should have been number 1.
Absolutely.
He should have been number 1. I think Aaron Rodgers probably should have been number 2. If this is a regular season award, I had no problem with Aaron Rodgers being number 2. I think Cooper Kupp should have been number 3. And I think Tom Brady probably should have been number 4. With that being said, though, I am not mad that they put Tom Brady at number 1, only because of one reason. He's 45.
And he's the GOAT.
But he's 45.
Yeah. What he's doing at 45 is crazy.
When you do something as well as Tom Brady for as long as Tom Brady, something starts to happen. It's called normalization.
Yeah.
When somebody does the same thing over and over and over again, and it's great, the first time you saw it, you were like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
The 8th time you see it, it's what we expect of you.
Facts.
Listening to or watching LeBron James put up 27, 7, and 7 every year is not impressive to anybody anymore. It's what he should be doing. Watching LeBron James put up 27, 7, and 7 in his 19th season
that boy is different.
is insane.
Different.
It is insane. If I told you 10 years ago, I told you there's a quarterback, okay, he threw for 5,000 yards, he threw for 40 touchdowns. You're going to be like, that's great.
Yeah.
If I told you he was 45 years old in the National Football League, you would think I was fucking insane.
Yeah, facts.
So, the only reason I would say I'm not mad at Tom Brady being number one is what he's doing at 45. He's literally doing something that is unprecedented. It's never been done before. Nobody has been this great, this late in their career at any of the four major sports, at hockey, MLS, hockey. What are the four major sports? Hockey,
baseball,
soccer, baseball, football. Yeah. There's nobody that's been this great this late in their career at 45.
Yeah, usually kickers last to 45.
But we're talking about somebody who was 5 years from his 50th birthday.
And he's playing quarterback.
And he threw 5,000 yards and 43 touchdowns. And he led the league in air distance. He's not, people like to call him check down Tom, but he led the league in air distance.
Yeah. That's impressive.
That is impressive.
Yeah.
The reason I would have put Aaron Donald number one, because if we're not taking if we're not taking the value, obviously the quarterback is the most valuable position. So some would say that the quarterback should all be at the top of the list because it's the most valuable position and it's the hardest position.
But they say defense win championships.
But here's the reason I would put Aaron Donald number one. Aaron Donald is the best player in the league because if you look at it by position for position, Aaron Donald is so much better at his position than anybody else than anybody is at their position. The gap between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady is not big. Patrick Mahomes, not big. The gap between even Lamar Jackson and Tom Brady, the gap between Lamar Jackson and Tom Brady, it's not as big as the gap between Aaron Rodgers and or the gap between Aaron Donald and you would say the third or fourth best defensive tackle.
Yeah.
It's not, the gap is not the same. Aaron Donald gets double-digit sacks consistently from a three technique. He's on the inside of the line.
And he be getting triple teamed.
And he gets double teamed and triple teamed.
Yeah.
That's not right. That's not right, bro. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
He puts up edge defender sack numbers from an interior lineman position. If Aaron Donald was an edge rusher, it would be the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life.
They got to experiment with that one season.
Oh, what? I think when he ages, I think they're gonna put him on the outside.
I need to see that.
But yeah, but Tom Brady, we don't appreciate Tom Brady.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
Tom Brady is starting to get normalized. A lot of people be talking about him. They be on his junk, but Tom Brady is starting to get normalized.
He's the GOAT.
His accomplishments are making it harder for other quarterbacks. A lot of people are talking about Aaron Rodgers only won one Super Bowl. Drew Brees only won one Super Bowl. Peyton Manning only won 2 Super Bowls. These are all people who played in the Tom Brady era.
Yeah, Tom was in the way.
Tom was in the way, bro. He's Michael Jordan.
Just like why Charles Barkley don't have a championship?
Because he ran into Mike. Karl Malone, John Stockton, they ran into Mike. Clyde ran into Mike. Even Magic, Michael's first, he ran into Mike,
Gary
man.
Payton and Sean Kemp.
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, they ran into Mike. And all of them got out of there 6 games or less.
Yeah.
That is what Tom Brady is. He is the doorway that is hard for you to get in. Nick Foles, Eli Manning, those are the only people to do it.
Yeah.
Those are the only people to do it. And the reason why we're going to appreciate Tom Brady is because he has 7 Super Bowls. Below him is Joe Montana with 4 and Terry Bradshaw with 4.
It's a big gap.
3 Super Bowls is a lot of Super Bowls.
Especially if we looking at football.
If we're looking at football, 3 championships is a lot of championships. 1 championship changes your life forever.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis played 17 years in this league and he was the best middle linebacker for the majority of that time. He has 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He's viewed as, nobody has nothing bad to say about him. Ben Roethlisberger has 2 Super Bowls. Nobody has anything bad to say about him. 7 Super Bowls is a lot.
Nah, that's insane.
You have to go back 50 years almost to find another quarterback Oh no, Joe Montana won his last one in what? In the mid '80s.
Yep.
So you got to go back 40 years.
Time is different.
To find another quarterback that won 4 Super Bowls. Terry Bradshaw won his last one in what, the 70s? You got to go back 50 years to find another quarterback that won 4 Super Bowls, bruh. 4.
Shout out to Tom, man.
What quarterbacks have 3? Have 3 rings. Troy Aikman has 3. That was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Almost 30 years ago. Who has 3? Tom Brady has made winning seem so regular. It's not regular. I think Tom Brady's counting stats can be beaten. The career yards, the career touchdowns, the career completions. I think people can beat that.
But not the Super.
The winning records are insane.
Nobody's gonna win 7.
The winning records do not make any sense to me.
Yeah.
They don't make any sense. He crossed 200 wins seasons ago. He has 7 Super Bowls. Peyton Manning is the second most winningest quarterback in the playoffs ever. The amount Peyton Manning has, let's exclude Tom Brady from the list. Peyton Manning has played in the most playoff games by a quarterback ever. Not named Peyton Manning. I mean, not named Tom Brady. He's played in 27 playoff games. That is the second most playoff games ever played by a quarterback named not Tom Brady. Tom Brady has won 35 games. Peyton Manning has played in 27. Tom Brady has won 35. You can say what it is. Football is the consummate team sport. It's the ultimate team sport.
You're not gonna win. You can't win individually.
I'm the biggest Tom Brady fan in the world, and I will never in my life ever tell you that Tom Brady did it by himself. Tom Brady had a lot of top 10 defenses. He is arguably the greatest coach of all time. He had great play callers, and who's over there? Charlie Weiss. He had great team coordinators. Mm-hmm. Charlie Weiss and Romeo Crennel, who both got. Charlie Weiss went on to be a pretty good coach in Notre Dame. Romeo Crennel went to go get head coaching jobs elsewhere. Then he had Josh McDaniels, who was arguably the best offensive coordinator at his time. He went to Denver, it didn't work. He came back home to daddy to Bill Belichick, but I think it's going to work for him in Las Vegas. He had Bill O'Brien, who took the Texans to the playoffs.
If it don't work, he ain't gonna get another.
If it don't work, it's done for him.
Yeah.
It's done for him. And Bill Belichick will be waiting in open arms.
Yeah.
Okay, but if it don't work with this roster in Las Vegas, it's done for Josh McDaniels. Yeah. Josh McDaniels will never get another job ever again. If I give you Derek Carr and Devontae Adams, and you can't get me to the playoffs?
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs? Darren Waller? You can't get me to the playoffs?
They saying Josh Jacobs is on the trading block.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah, so. And then you had Bill O'Brien, who damn near tried to burn the Texas organization down. But before that, took him to the playoffs.
I have zero respect for Bill O'Brien. Zero.
But
he's a clown.
You got to think about this when it comes to Tom Brady's success. Joe Montana has the second most playoff wins of all time. I still remember when Joe Montana got passed by Tom Brady for playoff wins like 10, 15 years ago. I remember. I was like, damn, Tom Brady might be the greatest quarterback of all time. He might be. Tom Brady's won over double the playoff games that Joe Montana has. That is insane. Yeah. His individual stats, first of all, I'll put it like this. Tom Brady's playoff stats will never be touched. His playoff touchdowns, his playoff yards, his playoff completions, all of his playoff records are safe. But off the off chance somebody does reach him, his winning records, I will die a happy Beyonce-less man before Tom Brady's winning stats are caught up to. It is crazy. So because of that, I can see why. Because of that, I think Tom Brady is being underappreciated because I don't think people view it as they should.
I think people are starting to appreciate Tom more, though.
I don't think people think this is as rare as it really is. I hope you realize we will never see this again. This shit is done. Yeah. Especially with free agency, this shit is done. It's done. We're not going to see another second Super Bowl winner. If Patrick Mahomes wins 4 Super Bowls, I'm amazed. I'm amazed. If he wins 4, he still got 3 to go. If Lamar Jackson wins 3 Super Bowls, I will never hear the end of it from you.
Shit, if he wins 1, you ain't gonna hear that.
Oh no. But if he gets 3,
I think he will get 3.
I will never hear the end of it from you. Do you know that 3 won't even be halfway to Tom Brady's total?
I don't care.
And I'm not gonna lie.
I don't care.
I'm a tolerable Patriots fan. You don't hear me brag too much.
Shit, in high school you did.
Oh, in high school I was a problem.
Yeah.
In high school I was a problem, which is
yeah.
crazy because I don't think we ever won a Super Bowl when I was in high school. We didn't win a Super Bowl when I was in high school. We won a Super Bowl in 01, 01, and then 3 and then 4.
And then y'all hit that drought.
Hit the drought.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, we never gonna win. We never gonna win again. I was scared, bro. It was 10 years without a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was 10 years. Vince Wilfork won the last Super Bowl versus the Eagles. Before we went on that drought.
Yeah.
Vince Wilfork, that was his rookie year.
Yeah.
By the time he won his next Super Bowl, he was about to retire.
That's tough.
Bro, so it's a lot of rings handed out during that Patriots dynasty, but you got to realize it was a long time where people were really considering, can Tom Brady really win a Super Bowl if he's the focal point of the offense? Because he wasn't the focal point back then. It was the defense and the running game.
Tom's still Tom.
And they were saying, can Tom Brady win a Super Bowl? And that's why I say, as a Patriots fan, the most satisfying win wasn't that 28-point comeback or 25-point comeback against against Atlanta. That wasn't the most satisfying win. The most satisfying win was beating Seattle.
Oh my God.
Beating Seattle, especially after what they did to Peyton Manning the year before. Do you know what that did for my arguments?
That's why I don't fuck with Pete Carroll and I don't fuck with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson should have audible out that, handed it to Beast Mode. Yeah.
Do you know what that did for my arguments for the Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning arguments? To see Tom Brady do that to the same defense that fucked Peyton Manning up. Do you know what that did for my arguments?
Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm Butler made me a very proud man. I promise you. Bruh, so people gotta realize, bruh, it ain't been all, first of all, it ain't been all flowers and balloons and shit for Patriots fans. We was gone for 10 years. 10 years they was on us. You did, bro. Rob Parker. Oh my God. He was calling Tom Brady the LOAT, the luckiest quarterback of all time. He's the luckiest of all time. But that Super Bowl in 2014.
Rob Parker is a fucking joke.
Rob Parker is hilarious to me.
He's a joke.
I think he's funny. What he says about Tom Brady is funny to me.
He's
funny. But people got to realize Tom Brady, what he's doing is rare.
Facts.
What he's doing is not common, bro.
We're not going to see it again.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for us to see this again. But one problem a lot of people have with this list, and I've seen it, they've saying he's a nice dude. They're saying Jonathan Taylor is being overrated at top 5.
He's not a top 5 player.
Being that this is the ultimate team sport, Jonathan Taylor is running behind the top 3, 5 offensive line.
Top 3 for sure.
Definitely the best guard in the league in Quentin Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might be overrating him a little bit. But he did have a great season. He
had a hell of a season.
He had an amazing...
He was the best running back last season.
He had an amazing season. If we're talking about top players of 2022, if this Colts offensive line can stay healthy, who do they got back there now? Carson Wentz?
No, they have Matt Ryan.
So that's an upgrade. That's an upgrade. So they got Matt Ryan. They got Jonathan Taylor. I think he can get a repeat of what's going on. Now, if Derrick Henry can stay healthy, I think he takes his rushing crown back. Yeah, because Derrick Henry was on a tear.
Yeah, but
before he got hurt,
they gonna run him into the ground. He probably got like 2 seasons left at a high level if he's being real. My
sleeper pick for top 3 running back is Saquon Barkley.
That brother's finished.
My sleeper pick for running back is Saquon Barkley because he hasn't put it together a healthy season. He got his first year was healthy, right?
No, yeah.
And
then he tore his ACL the next year, right?
Yeah, so and he ain't been healthy since because he was fucked on last year too. So watch out for these injuries.
No, what you say to me? No, that's a dead pick.
Bruh, that ain't a sleeper, that's dead. Bruh, Watch out for Saquon Barkley. Watch out for Christian McCaffrey too. I love Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey is like that if he's healthy.
If he's healthy, he's like that because he was on pace for 1,900 last year, even in the small sample size that he played. So Christian McCaffrey is like that, and I think the Panthers might put something together this year. I think they could be a wild card team. They could be a wild card team because a lot of times the problem might not be the players; it might be the style of play. And Sam Darnold isn't like he's not the rah hype the leaders up. I think he's a talented quarterback, and I think he's been put in horrible positions. But Baker Mayfield, he gonna rally the troops. Say what you want about his skill. He done led the league in interceptions since he's been drafted. I know, but he gonna rally the troops. He might get them a little hyped to go out there and play.
I used to fuck with Baker, bro. I
used to love Baker. I used to love Baker in college. I'm not. Here's one thing about me. I am not anti-shit talk. I love cockiness. I love arrogance. I love somebody that's going to get in your face and tell you how good they are. I love all of that shit. But it comes with one stipulation. You need to back it up.
Yeah.
If you're going to tell somebody how good you are, be how good you tell them you are.
All these progressive commercials and you playing like...
Yeah, and you lead the league in interceptions since you've been drafted. I can't do that, bro.
Nah.
I can't do that. When the greats of the greats would talk shit, when Jalen Ramsey talked shit, other than this playoff run he had, which was lucky he got out of that. Because if Jamar Chase would have got free and caught that ball and Aaron Donald wouldn't have hit Joe Burrow, we'd be having a different conversation about Jalen Ramsey.
He might have to retire.
Might have to. From social media, definitely.
He had an Eli Apple
oh my God.
in the playoffs.
Oh my God. Bro.
Eli Apple might be the worst corner I've ever seen in my life.
Worse? Eli Apple?
Terrible.
No, you know what's funny? I was gonna say, what's that boy that was on the Giants? But that's Eli Apple too.
Worst corner ever.
I was gonna say, what's that boy that went to Ohio State? He got drafted. He was on the Giants.
That's that boy Eli.
That Eli Apple, damn man. Yo, Eli Apple, he might be. Damn, Eli. When Eli 1-on-1 on your receiver, you hit a.
Hey, the Kobe.
ISO. You hit him with the ISO. Okay, yeah. We finna work him.
Don't matter who it is.
Don't matter who it is. He get the whoever offense on him. We gonna put Jonathan Ogden. We gonna split him out from tackle and put him on Eli Apple. We gonna run a slant, Jo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bruh. Yeah.
Eli too.
But I'm not gonna lie though. Eli Apple, he has potential, bruh. When you're a first round draft pick, there is something you have.
Potential get you traded.
Bro, there is something you have. Shit, he made that play in the Kansas City game.
He got scored on for the Super Bowl.
See, but that's potential.
Hey, bro, how many years he been in the league? It's been some time now. That potential shit gone.
Yeah, he played in a championship game with Zeke Elliott.
Shit gone. That's another cooked fellow. He's cooked.
Was he on this list?
He's cooked. Hell no, Zeke ain't on this list. He better not be on this list.
No, he wasn't on this list.
He wouldn't even be on the 200 list. That nigga.
He's not gonna make NFL 150.
Zeke is cooked.
I put Bernard Pollard above him. His backup.
Nah, fuck Bernard Pollard,
bro. I mean, not Bernard Pollard. Tony Pollard. His backup. His backup.
Yeah. Bernard Pollard is the dude I don't fuck with. He always coming after Lamar, and I don't respect it.
He did come after him on Twitter,
but he been doing it for years, and my boy Lamar got fed up.
I just saw it I just saw that. I don't fuck with Bernard Pollard for extremely different reasons. He's the Patriot killer. I don't like him. I do not like that nigga, bro, because what he did,
he's dirty.
I got to cry in my voice. That shit crazy. Fuck with me, man. Bro, what he did, game 1 versus the Chiefs, in 08, he fucked Brady knee up.
Yeah.
I think he took out Gronk. He took out Wes Welker. He took out Julian Edelman. At this point, you're doing something on purpose, bro. Yeah. What's going on?
He's a dirty player.
What's going on? Yeah, Zeke is
cooked. Well done.
Zeke is cooked. But yeah, Jalen Ramsey, it might have been up for him. But Who we got? We got Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes at 8.
That's a bit low.
That's a bit low.
I mean, high.
You think that's high? Where would you have put him?
Even though, you know, I'm not the biggest Mahomes fan.
Where would you have put Patrick Mahomes?
Pat Mahomes top 5.
So you saying they got him low? They got him too low. They should have put him high. So who are you taking out the top 5 to put Patrick Mahomes up there?
Jonathan Taylor.
And so are you going to trade them?
I'm gonna trade them. Because Cooper Kupp.
Actually, I would not have any problem of putting Jonathan Taylor at 8 and Patrick Mahomes at 5.
Yeah.
I would not have any problem with that.
Everybody else deserved to be in that top 5.
Yeah, I would have put Mahomes, Brady, Cooper, Rodgers, Donald. That would have been my top 5 in order.
Yeah.
Top 5, we got Jonathan Taylor. I think he might have been a little overrated, but the man of the hour is Cooper Kupp. Okay.
That boy is different.
Cooper Kupp had the greatest receiver. I was calling him in the captions when I was typing in the highlights. I was saying, this is prime Jerry Rice we watching. This season, not for a career obviously, but this season, this is prime Jerry Rice.
Cooper is different.
Cooper Kupp was different. And I was trying to tell people in 2018-ish.
Yeah, you've been saying it for a while.
Cooper Kupp is that man. When it was Woods, Brandon Cooks and Cooper Kupp, I would say Cooper Kupp is hands down.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was close. I thought he was hands down the best receiver in that trio. So
Cooper's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad that he finally got to put it together with no injuries.
Yeah.
Because we finally got to see the potential. I love Jared Goff, but they had to get him out of there to do what they had to do. Because when you keep most of your nucleus, you keep the Kupps. Robert Woods is injured, but you keep the Kupps, you keep the Aaron Donalds, you keep them, and you just take out the quarterback and put in
lead a core.
Yeah, when you lead a core and you take out the quarterback and put in Matthew Stafford and you win a Super Bowl, you can kind of see what was evident.
Yeah.
And then we got Aaron Rodgers. The only thing I'd have a problem with Aaron Rodgers is he's a back-to-back MVP who was 2 years the number 3 player in the league, and I think he should have been at least top 2 or 1. I would have put him personally at number 2.
Just because he was the MVP.
Just because you're the back-to-back MVP. And this NFL 100, they set a precedent earlier when it started it's almost certain that the MVP was the number 1 player in the league.
Yeah.
So I just think that was a little inconsistent.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the NFL 100 list.
Yeah.
But what this going into 2022 comes with predictions.
Yeah.
So who's coming out? I want to talk about one division specifically, the AFC West. Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders. Who's coming out of that division? That's the toughest division in football. And you could argue that it is one of the top 3 divisions ever.
It's between 2 teams for me.
Now, granted, with the extra playoff spot, 3 teams can come out. 3 teams can come out.
I'm going to leave it with 2, though. But I don't trust the Raiders. I'm gonna go Chargers, Chiefs. Just because the Raiders secondary.
So you saying the change in Denver with Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson is overrated, bro.
So you think he's not gonna make a difference?
Nah. They'll win a smooth 8 games, maybe 9. They're the worst team in that division.
I love Justin Herbert. And they have made great improvements on defense. But that Khalil Mack signing, Bosa and Mack are going to wreak havoc on the league.
And they get JC
and Derwin.
A problem.
They have a problem back there. But you want to know something? Justin Herbert has shown me he doesn't know how to win games. He puts up great stats, but I remember the year that the Bucs won the Super Bowl. Because the only reason I specifically remember this is because Justin Herbert played Tom Brady that year. It was the Chargers and the Bucs, and the Chargers had a double-digit lead, maybe 15 points, up, and the Bucs came back and won. And I was looking into their games, and I'm like, he's done this a lot. Double-digit leads blown.
But you also got to look at it like this. You know, it comes with experience as well.
So, all right. I'm not saying that Justin Herbert is a bad quarterback. I think he's a great quarterback, and I think he's on the fringe of being top 5. I think in the next 2 or 3 years, I think we're going to have him. And that once like the Tom Brady's and the Aaron Rodgers retires, I think because I think the top 5 quarterbacks, as far as we're concerned, are the Bradys, the Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Like those dudes.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm surprised you put Lamar.
I think Lamar Jackson is like the fifth best quarterback in the league.
I'm not mad at that.
Even when you count those injuries, who is? Yeah, I would put like Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson in that 5-6. Bro, stop taking Joe Burrow, bro. But I think in 5 years, when we get the Tom Brady's and Aaron Rodgers is about here, I think it's going to be Lamar's league. I think it's going to be, it's a quarterback. We got talented quarterbacks. I forgot about Deshaun.
You forgot about who?
Deshaun.
Deshaun who?
Deshaun Watson is a problem.
He's cooked.
Oh my God.
Well done. Put a fork in him.
So you say the Chargers and the Chiefs coming out?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Chiefs coming out, and my sleeper pick for the Super Bowl champion is the Las Vegas Raiders. That's when they got Tay. I didn't think they was gonna get Tay. Tay gonna change life over there.
That secondary is so trash,
bro.
Their defense is just gonna be bad.
Oh my God, yeah, I feel bad, bro.
That defense.
All right. They my sleeper pick for making it out to the Super Bowl, but cause the Super Bowl in Vegas.
Like you said, that's a dead pick. No, that's an AZ.
Bro, it's in Glendale? I thought it was in Vegas. Or is it Vegas next year?
I think next year. It's in AZ this year.
All right, for sure. Glendale get a Super Bowl every 5 years.
Hey, they in the dome.
When the Patriots beat the Seahawks, that was in Glendale. When the Patriots played the Giants in 2012, that was in Glendale. I feel like they've had at least 2 more Super Bowls in the last 15 years. That's crazy. So I'm gonna say that the Chargers. I don't want to leave Denver out, bro. Because for years I was saying they were a quarterback away from being a Super Bowl contending team. For years.
They didn't get the right one.
I thought they got the right one.
They didn't get the right one.
Broncos country. Let's ride. Let's ride. All right. So I think they got the right one.
Russell Wilson is terrible when it comes to playoffs.
He's the greatest first 10 game quarterback of all time.
After that, he's
the first
Geno.
10.
After that, he's Geno.
The first 10 games of the season, Russell.
They the same. They the same after the 10. They the same after the 10.
Russell Wilson might be he might be prime Russell Westbrook. Bro, you could say come April, Russell Westbrook just disappear off the map.
Yeah,
bruh. But oh my gosh, it's almost blasphemous to leave Patrick Mahomes out of this.
It's gonna be between the Chargers and the Chiefs.
It's almost blasphemous, but that's a tough division. That's a tough division.
I got the Chargers and the Chiefs.
All right, NFC North. You got Bears, Packers, Vikings, Lions. Who comes out? Packers. I think that's the Aaron Rodgers Memorial Division.
Yeah, that's
NFC East. We got Commanders, Eagles, Giants, Cowboys.
That's such a shitty division. That's a shitty division, bro. The Cowboys make it out by default.
By default. Somebody has to win.
Hey, you Cowboy fans shouldn't even be proud of that.
You should really be embarrassed if you don't win 12 games.
That shit is trash.
Should be embarrassed. NFC South. We got Saints, Bucks, Panthers, Falcons. Bucks come out, I agree. NFC West, we got Rams, Niners, Seahawks, Cardinals.
Rams.
Yeah, I think Rams are the division champion as well. AFC North, we got Ravens, Browns, Steelers, Bengals.
Come on now, it's the Ravens. We healthy. You could pick that Bengal shit if you want. You could pick that Bengal shit.
Division champ this year, Bengals, next year, Browns.
Crazy.
Crazy. AFC East, we got Bills, Jets, Dolphins, Patriots.
I'm
going Bills.
I fucked up. Bills.
Yeah, the Bills definitely.
Bills.
AFC South, we got Texans, Colts, Titans, Jags.
Say that again.
Texans, Colts, Titans, Jags.
Colts.
Titans. I'm going Titans.
Colts.
I'm going Titans. I'm going Titans in a close one.
I don't know what they're gonna do with QB, bro. I think Tannehill gonna struggle.
Actually, I'm gonna go Colts too. No, AJ Brown, Derrick Henry health is in question if they gonna run him to the ground or not.
Yeah.
I think they drafted the AJ Brown replacement.
Yeah, but we gotta see him.
We gotta see him though. And then AFC West, you already picked.
Yeah.
Chiefs. I'm gonna roll with final answer. Raiders defense needs improvement, bro.
Yeah, that shit is ass. Even though they got a cool little pass rush.
Just to not piggyback off what you do, I'm gonna say the Chargers. Because that defense is new and improved, and they got the best uniforms in the league. I'm gonna give them extra points for that.
They got the best.
That powder blue is beautiful. You know it is. LT looks great running in them.
Yeah, but LT not in that motherfucker.
LT looks great running in them. Just some quick hits before we wrap up. Let's go NFL MVP. Don't say it.
Lamar
Oh
Jackson.
my God.
Second one. But if I have to choose another one,
Yes, if you had to choose another one.
I have to choose another. Josh Allen.
I'm gonna go Josh Allen for NFL MVP as well. Defensive Player of the Year.
I don't want to say like,
I don't want to say AD. I don't want to say Aaron Donald, even though it's a great chance he wins it. I don't want to say Aaron Donald.
or I don't want to say TJ Watt either. I don't, even though it's possible he could win it again. But like, I don't want to say that.
If they put his hands in the dirt more often, I'm gonna go Micah Parsons. If they make him an edge defender, if they give him that old Von Miller slot, just put him on the edge. I'm gonna go Micah Parsons.
I'm going outside the box. Thinking outside the box. I'm gonna go Derwin James.
Okay, I can do that. Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Offensive rookie. I'm gonna go with Drake London. Hey, USC player.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Drake London too. I think a receiver takes it back-to-back years.
Yeah.
Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Damn, Kayvon got hurt.
Yeah, he just got hurt. Because I was going for Shosei Thibodeau. I already got my pick in my head.
I'm not gonna be biased.
I already got my pick in my head.
I'm gonna go Aiden Hutchinson.
Wow, I forgot him. I was going to go Sauce Gardner.
Hey, week one, it's gonna look ugly for the Bears.
I was going to go Sauce Gardner. Comeback Player of the Year.
Marlon Humphrey.
You know what? I'm going to pick a Raven to win the award. I'm going to say Marlon Humphrey is the Comeback Player of the Year.
Yeah, I believe that.
Him, I'm going to give it to Marcus Peters. I'm going to say one of them is the Comeback Player of the Year.
Or JK. I'm going J.K. Dobbins. I'm going J.K. Dobbins.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna say Marlon Humphrey. I'm gonna say Marlon Humphrey, or I'm gonna say Marcus Peters. The Comeback Player of the Year.
I'm not mad at it. A Raven gonna win.
Yeah, I think a Raven's gonna take home that award. Who we got for Coach of the Year?
John Harbaugh. Or if I had to choose another one. No, I'm gonna stay with John Harbaugh.
I think Coach of the Year is gonna be Josh McDaniel. Because his coaching record, his coaching reputation as a head coach is horrible. So if he gets 12 wins, 11 wins, if he gets 12 wins,
I just don't see that,
bro. In this tough ass division, if he can pull out 12 wins, that is a successful mission.
Yeah, but I just don't see that, bro.
It's gonna be
defense,
hard.
They must gonna be making some trades during the season.
Yeah,
that defense is trash.
I'm gonna go Josh McDaniel. Who we missing? We got MVP. Do we get MVP?
We did. Yeah, because we chose Josh Allen.
Okay, yeah. MVP. We got Defensive Player of the Year. We got Offensive, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Comeback Player. Let's do. Who's gonna be the fantasy MVP this year? I already know who I got in my head. I'm changing my comeback player of the year vote. I'm sorry, Ravens.
It's cool. Damn.
Who's gonna be the fantasy MVP? I already got my vote in my head.
Lamar Jackson.
Christian McCaffrey.
I don't believe he gonna stay healthy.
Christian McCaffrey's gonna win the fantasy MVP, and he's gonna be the comeback player of the year.
If I can't choose Lamar Jackson, I'm gonna go with Debo.
So let's just say this: if Christian McCaffrey wins the comeback player of the year, that's alluding to that he was healthy, correct? Mm-hmm. If he's healthy, does he win the fantasy MVP?
I can see that.
So because Christian McCaffrey's gonna be my comeback player of the year because his play style is too. It's too.
He can rush.
He's a stat filler. He's a stat filler, bro. He's a LeBron stat sheet. He's 27, 7, and 7.
Yeah,
he's gonna fill up everything. He's gonna get receptions. He already has the running back record for receptions in the season. Yeah. Most receptions in the first 3 seasons. He's the only running back to get 300 receptions in the first 3 years.
Yeah.
He has 1,000. Only him, Marshall Falk, and Roger Craig have done that. So.
He's different.
Yeah, I think Christian McCaffrey's going to win fantasy MVP. I think he's going to win comeback player of the year. And if the Panthers win, if they give me 11 wins, I think he's in that conversation for MVP. Oh boy, that's tough.
Because I think they only going to win 5, and Robbie Anderson going to be a Raven by the trade deadline.
Oh, Robbie Anderson's going to want to get out of there because he's already. But that's another time. I think if the Panthers get 11 wins, I think they get some awards on them. I think either Baker gets comeback player of the year or Christian McCaffrey. And Christian McCaffrey walks away with, he's going to get MVP consideration and he's definitely going to win that fantasy title.
They must be bringing Prime Cam back. They must be bringing Superman back.
Championship Sunday, which 4 teams are playing?
Ravens. Ravens, Chiefs, Rams, Bucks.
I'm gonna go Championship Sunday. I got all 3 teams. I got 3 teams you just picked. I'm gonna go. You already know who I'm kicking out. Like, come on, that's given. But I'm gonna go Rams, Bucks rematch.
I want to change.
Who?
Bills, Ravens.
You took what?
I'm kicking the Chiefs out.
I'm gonna go Rams, Bucks, and I'm gonna go Bills, Chiefs.
Not mad at it.
I'm gonna go Bills, Chiefs, and I think Josh Allen gets over that hump, and I think we get a old AFC East rematch. I think we get Bills. I think we get Bills and the father of the Bills, Tom Brady. Tom Brady's record against the Bills is crazy. It's crazy.
We're gonna see.
You want to know the crazy thing? I think he's second all time in wins at the Bill Stadium.
Damn. So he owns
that includes their quarterbacks. I think he's behind Jim Kelly. I think Josh Allen might have just passed him. Super Bowl champion. Who's in the Super Bowl game? After that championship Sunday pick, who's in the Super Bowl game?
People go and think I'm so biased. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's the right answer, brother. You feel me?
It's the Ravens.
It's the Ravens and the Bucks.
Ravens and the Bucks.
Lamar Brady.
Lamar walks away with.
Brady passes the torch.
I think we got. I'm gonna say it again. I think we got Bills, Bucks. I think Tom Brady shows Josh Allen who's daddy once again.
What did Brady put on Instagram? Lamar, you're next. No.
But you gotta realize Tom Brady's time is still now. Tom Brady's time is still right now. He's still right now. Because what's the name? LeBron probably said one of these niggas is next. You gotta know. You gotta realize his time is still now.
And Lamar, I trust.
All right. You got any more thoughts?
Nah, I think we covered everything for right now.
Yeah. We just wanted to recap NFL 100, give y'all some predictions on what's going to happen in the season, and just throw some stuff because it's been, 2-3 months?
Yeah.
Since we came out. The next episode will be coming out much faster than this. We're going to film another one in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So stay on the lookout for that. Cam,
Mo,
we good.
Packed in, blacked out, spaceship, racks out.